Okay, well, hooray! A lot of grumpy pilots earlier on because they're not flown for a few days. So we're day 7 now, but competition day 3. All of the groups got tasked. We're a bit concerned about the weather first thing because it didn't look too good over to the east. So they had over 300s planned for every class today. Rebriefed at the front of the grid and drew the task back a little shorter, but in a similar sort of direction. So out to the west, to the south, and then back home. Some of the conditions close to camp here looked quite good, but it was a bit trickier down the track, and so I think I'd probably best leave that to one of the pilots to tell you what it was like when they actually flew the task. So I'll hand you into the capable hands of Derren Francis.
What happened today? Well, first thing is we had this new system of designated starts, which basically means that we have 10-minute intervals when we can start, and because the day was going to be quite short, there was only one start time, and that was at 14:35, which is exactly the time that we started. So the first time that came up, 14:35, everyone went. So it was like a big Grand Prix of 35 gliders. We all went at the same time. So there's no skill in that. That was basically the organisation driving us to go when we had to go because of the weather conditions. Good first leg and second leg, and I ended up being with the leaders with Sebastian Carver and Jan, who's currently leading, and we took a slightly different line, got a bit lower, and then an excellent third leg, and right until the point where we got onto final glide, and Jan and he managed to get a bubble and I didn't get it. And so I ended up finishing at 126 kph or something like that, and the winners did 132. So I lost about 7 minutes on the final glide, but not much really I could have done about that. Tim was going well. He unfortunately fell off the back a little bit, but he pressed on hard and didn't give up, which is really important, and came back a few minutes after me, I think. So a reasonable day out. I think we had fun. It was and a big shower after we landed. So if we'd been 10 minutes later, if we landed 10 minutes later, we certainly wouldn't have got onto the airfield because there was lightning and hail and rain and yeah, pretty nasty really. And lizards.
Snails, frogs. Lizards, snails and frogs.
Lizards, snail and frogs. So a nice day out, So I think not as good as I would have liked to have been, but I think an average result.